Hello and welcome to BloombergQuint. GK Paper has come out with its set of quarterly numbers in which the revenues have increased by 1% to almost 791 crores. Joining us to dissect the results, we are having Mr. V Kumaraswamy, the CFO of the company. So if you could give us the reason why your margins has increased almost 300 basis points to almost 28.7%, and what do you make of these numbers?
We've had a fairly satisfactory quarters in terms of sales numbers, which are up by around 3% or so. But of course, there was a little bit of price softening. So we ended up with 1% growth in terms of sales value. And we did manage to get some good savings on our consumption of raw materials, etc. And we managed to hold the other cost lines intact, with the result that although our sales line went up by only 1%, our EBITDA went up by around 21% over corresponding quarter last year, and PBT by around 25% and PAT by around 21%. So in that sense, the quarter has been good, much better than last year's same quarter, and sales could have been better, both in terms of numbers as well as the volume and the value, and I guess we will improve there.
So sir, how has the volume growth been for this quarter?
See, we should appreciate that we are operating at 100% plus kind of capacities. So obviously there will be some this one there pressure. But we are, of course, trying to make up this one for the demand for our products through outsourcing. And as we go along, we will pump it up suitably.
And on the potential single use of plastic ban, what opportunities is the company looking at?
See, I think we will have to look at the subject in a larger, broader way of plastics, which is not just single-use plastics alone. We will have to develop newer innovative products in packaging, including straws and the way food is packaged and delivered, and the way paper is being used for other purposes, and where plastics we can replace. We will have to be innovative, we will have to be fast, we will have to deliver differentiated products, one which takes care of the environmental concerns. So to that extent, the company is developing various products, and will deliver them over a period of time to take care of this plastic concern. It is a huge positive for us, especially in the packaging board line, and our new line which is coming up in Surat will address many of the concerns of the plastics and try to deliver alternative products which will serve the purpose.
You did mention that plants are running at almost 100% capacities. Is it across all the plants, or is it just an average?
All our plants are firing at more than 100% now, but obviously 100% in our kind of industry also is subject to continuous improvement. Every year you can squeeze 1 or 2% by balancing and marginal balancing investments and all. So it keeps increasing. So to that extent, every year we will look for some marginal additions here and there, and look for capacity additions of around 2 to 3% every year. So, but as of now, all our plants are firing at way beyond 100%.
And what about your current capex plans, going forward for this year, and any kind of an expansion is there on the anvil?
As you know, we are in the process of expanding our packaging board capacity in our plant at Songad, which is in near Surat, and we are in a stage where we have place the orders from most of the plant and equipment, and we will be reaching financial closure in the next 1 or 2 months, and that is for packaging board, virgin grade, that is growing at a very fast clip of almost 13%. Last 5 years, if you see, it has grown at around 15%, and in the future 5 years we are expecting it to grow at least at around 12 to 13%, and it is a big expansion, probably the biggest so far in the Indian industry. It will cost us anywhere from 18 to 1900 crores on the net basis, and I guess in the next 18 months to 20 months it should be up and running.
And what is the raw material pricing trend for the paper industry as a whole, and how the chemical rates doing right now?
It is pretty okay except for one item, starch. But if you look at the major raw materials, it's the wood which is the major raw materials. And wood, as you know, we have done fantastic work on these clones and increasing the productivity at the farm gate, and also reducing the distances to procurement, because the land productivity in the nearby areas have gone up. So we'll have to grow lesser and lesser distances farther out to procure our raw materials. That is continuously crashing our cost, mill delivered cost, although the farmer is also benefiting by either retaining prices or getting better prices. So that process is on at both the plants as well as in our newly acquired Sirpur paper mills. So that efforts will continue.
And what about your current levels of debt? What you're looking at, any kind of debt reduction program?
The current levels of debt will be around 1200 to 13 crore, 1200 to 1300 crores. But if you knock off the this one, it will be around 500, 600, 700 crores in that range.
So, is there any debt reduction plan?
So whatever the operating generations are there, we are using it for repayment of debt. In that sense, the old debt which is outstanding, anywhere from 250 to 300 crores will get retired. But as you know, we have announced this new capacity expansions, for which obviously we will be raising new debt in our books. But all this debt, including the new ones, all taken together, it will not push me to beyond 1:1 kind of debt equity ratio on a net basis. So in that sense, we will not be over leveraged even at the peak of the investment cycle.
Lastly, what outlook can we expect for FY20 in terms of margin and also as an industry as a whole?
I don't want to put exact numbers because that's not our regular practice. Margins might soften a little bit because of the soft markets and some imports coming in, and we have done well to counter these challenging times. But I guess there may be a little bit of softening in the margins from the current quarter.
All right, sir, we'll leave it till there. Thanks for talking to BloombergQuint.